What do I have in my hand?
Egg carton.
Yes.
Empty one.
Yes, very much so. I remembered to take the eggs out before I brought it this morning. But actually, this is the story which I found in a book about a lad by the name of Ammon. Now, Ammon was a farmer. And of course, when a farm is in existence, it's dependent a great deal upon the weather. Mother Nature, being as she is these days, is unpredictable. And poor Ammon was having difficulties because 2 years in a row there had been drought and just about wiped him out. So he decided to try to make a living elsewhere. So he went to a merchant and he got on credit a dozen hard-boiled eggs. Now remember that because I'm coming back to that later on. And away he went. Well, we don't know what he did, but 7 years later when he came back, he was not riding the donkey he took off on. He was riding a black stallion. Beautiful animal. And behind him, no less a servant riding on a camel. And the camel was festooned, if you will, with boxes and bags of gold coins and silver coins. And of course, Ammon had made it rich. Oh, of course, living in the town that he did, word got around very quickly. And the merchant who had given him the dozen eggs on credit came to him one day and said, I need 500 pieces of silver for those eggs. And Ammon said, no, that's too much. He said, I want 500 pieces of silver, or I'm taking you to the judge. Oh, go ahead, take me to the judge, said Ammon. But those dozen eggs aren't worth 500 silver pieces. So, he was sued. The merchant took poor Ammon to the court. And the judge set the date. The merchant came and said to the judge, Judge, I gave that man a dozen eggs when he took off. And of course, if he'd have had those dozen eggs, they could have hatched and we would have had chickens, and those chickens would have had roosters and what you like, and there would be more eggs, and therefore more roosters and chickens, and I would have had a whole flock of them, and I could have made money. Yes, said the judge, you could have. And by the way, where is Ammon? And at this particular time, Ammon comes dashing in, and the judge says, you're late. He said, I'm sorry, Your Honor. He said, but I just had to put a pot of boiled beans into the garden to grow so that I would have a crop. The judge says, what? Says, you know that when you boil beans, you're not going to get any crop. They're boiled beans. Yes, said Ammon. But neither would hard-boiled eggs bring forth chickens. So Ammon won his case. Okay. Now you see, you responded that way because you remembered the dozen hard-boiled eggs at the beginning. And know very well that hard-boiled eggs do not do anything other than be good in a salad. They don't grow any more eggs, any more chickens, what have you. So the next time you have a weekday egg, I took out the sunny one. Gives you something to chuckle about. Okay? Do we have music?